Mr Chairman.
I call Joanne Hayes.
I move that the question be now put.
I'm going to hear from the Honourable Clayton Cosgrove.
I've listened to a number of contributions in respect of Clause 1 and 2, the title and commencement of this bill, and I want to propose perhaps a different title which more aptly deals with the content and the fiscal issues associated with this bill. I think it's very apt to be called the $26 million bill, the $26 million Act. Now, if you look at the document, it's got a bit of weight to it. I'm not sure how much per pound, sir, paper's going for, or per kilogram paper's going for in the international price. But given the relevance of the figure $26 million, sir, which I'll explain in a moment, I know other colleagues have, I think it may well be relevant, it's under the Minister of Finance's name, the Honourable Bill English, to call this the $26 million Flag Act. Because that's what it's cost the taxpayer, budgeted to date, $26 million, to conduct this exercise, which opinion poll after opinion poll suggests no one wants, and not only opinion poll after opinion poll, but given that so very few people, some 700 people turned out to the public meetings for the flag consideration project that cost these meetings $208,500 for venues and a further $200,000 for panel members and fees and whatnot. There must have been some very good scones and sausage rolls or whatever at these meetings. The average cost per person turned up at $550 each, or $2,300 each once advertising is included. So in terms of the title, sir, this whole exercise is estimated to cost $26 million. And you've got to, so I think, sir, in respect of this, that it's very apt and the government should be upfront and call it what it is. It's a $26 million waste of time. The New Zealand public have demonstrated through opinion polls, and they've demonstrated by their turnout, some 700 odd people, that they don't see this as a priority. I suspect there are people who have turned out to those meetings who may want to see a change. There are thousands of others who may want to see a change indeed, but those people don't view this as a priority in their life. They view health and education and their kids' welfare and other things as a priority in their life. And I suspect, sir, speaking again to Clause 1, the title, that those people who didn't show up to these meetings can probably think of 26 million reasons to go along with the $26 million budget for this thing as to how that money could be used in a better way. Or the title, sir, could perhaps be the Prime Minister's Legacy Project, that's cost New Zealanders $26 million. And I put this to the government. If they were serious, sir, about changing our constitutional arrangements and some of the lofty things that the Prime Minister and others said, they may want to consider this, that they've put the cart before the horse. Surely you would look at our true constitutional arrangements. Should we have a written constitution? Should there be a head of state that differs from the current one? Should that person be elected or appointed or whatever? And you deal with all those constitutional heavyweight constitutional arrangements and work that through the community and bring the communities with us. And then, sir, the last thing, with no disrespect to the flag, but it's probably the smallest component of true constitutional reform, is to change the flag that is the symbol or one of the symbols of your country. And people will be for and against that, but I think that's a heavyweight process dealing with heavyweight issues, which leads, if the Prime Minister was of a mind to look at that, to a heavyweight debate and possibly a heavyweight legacy. But, sir, to have a bill that changes a flag at a cost that is just incredible to most people, where there has been, you know, I've been to public meetings through election campaigns, and election campaigns generally aren't that popular, where you've had, I'm sure the Minister of the Chair's had more people turn up to many of his meetings. In fact, there may be more people in his prisons, I suspect there are, than the 700 people that turned up to the flag meetings. So, sir, in terms of the name, it could be the Prime Minister's $26 million legacy project. It could be the $26 million flag bill. It could be a number of things. But I think what is going to be sad in this, because I suspect it won't get through, not the bill, the change, because people just are not for it. But the sad thing is that lost in amongst all this bunkum and the silly process and a process that is about the government's legacy or the Prime Minister's legacy more than anything else, we actually lose the grit and the substance of the issue, which is a debate, sir, about our constitutional arrangements proper, rather than one about the symbol of our
Call
nation.
Joan O'Naylor.